Welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to take a look about how the tables are going to incorporate into the text that you're using, or even which source of tables you can use when you want to make a table in your document. So that's why the title is Tables, Tables, and Tables in PDF. I had many years of struggle in which I was trying to take out the data and the information from PDFs and tables. And as you think that you're going to do it, you just copy and paste, right? So that's what I did. And the problem with that one, that the moment I was pasting in document, the formatting and everything was a totally disaster. And now I'm going to show you a method by which you can get the data out from a PDF or even from a website as tables, which means that you can use Excel first, and then you can select the data that you want to use, or you want to hide, or you want to avoid, and then you can use the rest of it, which makes your life much more easier. So now let's go and take a look how it works. So first of all, it's really important to note that you need to use the latest version of the Excel. If you are the part of the university, which means you are a student, you can download the Office 365, and that's how you get the newest version of the Excel, Word, PPT, blah, blah, blah. And the reason why we need to use this one, because if you open a new sheet in Excel, and if you click on data, then on the left side, you will see that the data can get from text, web, table range, blah, blah, blah. So if you click on this one and then get the data, then you would have plenty of options. First of all, if we are talking about that you have a proper scientific journal PDF that you want to use, and you want to extract the table from that PDF, use the From File and From PDF option. If you click on that one, you need to open the PDF that you want to work with. In this PPT, as I showed you, I was using the previous year's validation course lesson 5 table, in which there were a lot of data about countries. So I'm going to click on import. After I clicked on import, the Excel is going to scan the document for tables, and on the left side, you will see that it is giving you how many tables it found there. So I have table one on page 1, so I'm going to with this one. After I clicked on a one, there is a small preview window in which it shows you how this table looks like. And if it's okay, then click on load. After you clicked on load, then from the PDF, the data is incorporated into your Excel sheet, and voila, now the data are yours, and now it is in Excel, so you can use the one that you need, delete the one that you don't need, and so on and so on. And in that case, I think the formatting is not going to be a problem anymore. But this version was when you are working with a PDF. The second one, when you goes with the website. So click on data and then from web, or even that one. So if you click on that one, you really need to know exactly the website from which you want to work. So in that case, I'm using the Wikipedia Education Index website. So I paste the URL here in this part, and then I clicked OK. It's very important to see that for the extraction of these data, you need internet connection, and even more data it is using, or the website is big, like the database is a huge one, then it takes might more minutes than like 1 or 2. So if it's done properly, then on the left side, again, based on the website, how many tables it has, it shows you that there is one table 0 and table 1. So you need to select the one you need. I'm going to go with the table 0. And then, as you see, I told you that it will be about educational indexes. So this is how it looks like in a yearly distribution, I guess. So I clicked on load, and look at this. Now I have a huge pack of data from which I can choose whatever I need. So this is how you can extract tables from a website too. And obviously you don't need to use the old traditional copy and paste method. So if you go further, there is one more good part in Excel that you can use. And this is basically the demographic data. So if you type properly in English the names of the countries, then the Excel is starting to convert it into this geography type. What does it mean? Geography type of data is using databases which um, which is typical for the current country. So if this sign appears in Excel, it means that now you're reaching the demographic and geographic data of that particular country. Why is it good for you? Maybe you are going to do a presentation in which you want to show that how many people lives in here and here and here, or what is the main source of income of that country. So that could be a good infographic representation of your data during a presentation. So how it works, you need internet connection for this one as well. So do not forget, otherwise you cannot reach these databases. Usually, if you have internet connection and then this sign appear or icon appear, and if you click on that one, then you can choose the one that you need. For example, abbreviation, agriculture, arm, birth rate, calling code, blah, blah, blah. And there's a huge list to choose from. The most important here that the Bing search motor is using here, what you can use as the data extraction. And if you click on something, then it is going to show you immediately. Look at this one, for example. I don't know which one I choose. I think that was birth rate, but it was there for all the countries which were there in the Excel. The next one is the so-called infographic map representation. You can use the insert map chart function in which if you select the fertility rate or area, whatever you choose, then it is going to show you a beautiful map chart infographic in which the fertility rate is there. Obviously, as many country you choose, as many marks will be there on the map, which is, I guess, it's really, really important and good and beneficial for you if you make a presentation about that one. Let's go further and let's see how the next step of the scientific writing works. I think the most problematic part when you don't want to repeat yourself, you don't want to repeat your supervisor's topic or sentences in the methods, in the introduction, or even in the discussion. So now we have 4 options to use as called rephrasing tools. And I know it sounds might like this is illegal, why you're not rephrasing by yourself. You know, it's really hard. Sometimes by human mind or like human brain, it's really hard to rephrasing the same sentence, or it is getting into the worst scenario when it just doesn't make any sense. So on this screen and slide, you see that there are 4 options you can use: the script, Quillbot, Rephrase, or Paraphraser websites. These are really good websites, and the good part here that it is not using as the old traditional free websites, because what happens there that if something is free, you know, I heard this sentence so many times that if you are not paying for a service on the internet, it means that you are paying with your time and with your behavior, blah, blah, blah. And that's true. So usually when there's a free website, these websites are using your data, which is really important if you want to check the plagiarism. So please keep in your mind that before submission, if you upload somewhere your data to check the plagiarism, now I'm pretty sure that that will stay there. And if I, as a reviewer or a teacher at the university, am using the official plagiarism checking tools, it will tells me that yes, this paper was uploaded here and the plagiarism is more than 90%, which leads to a rejection. So be careful. These websites are not storing your data. That's why they are better than the other one. And also, I think this meme shows everything. If you know this girl here, then it means that you know how a PhD or even a thesis work can be saved, sorry. because of the SkyHub. I'm not going to tell more about SkyHub. This is a website which is called Illegal Science, but I think the approach behind is really good because science needs to reach all the audiences and science needs to be free. Nowadays, there is a trend that if you want to read a good journal or an article, you need to pay a lot of money just to get that PDF. And SkyHub is offer you like a free, reachable PDF on that particular journal. And also, I think this is hilarious. There was a Facebook post in which somebody was saying that, I mean, can you imagine a world where knowledge is free and easily accessible to everyone, even, poor people? I think this is a disaster, and that really tells the problem nowadays. But that's up to you how you decide or which side you represent. But the good part here that you can type the reference title, the authors, or even the IDs, and then the website is going to show you the PDFs that maybe you did not reach before. And also, I want to show you as a final part two websites. The first one is I Love PDF, which is good, but that's what we are using if you have a PDF and then you want to change into Word or backwards, which is good, but be careful because these websites are also taking your data and storing your data. So be careful. And most of the cases, if you are changing the PDF into the Word, the formatting won't be the same. So in that sense, be careful. And the smallpdf.com as well. Now we have like options which are desktop versions and applications for changing PDF to Word and Word to PDF. So these are the ones that you can use online. But if you have like a confidential PDF or a confidential document that you don't want to share or you shouldn't share with anyone, be careful with these websites. But if you are in a hurry and you want to do something, these are really easy to work with, like grab and act type of websites. So go ahead and try these out, and good luck for the next homework.